Hello, World Web. Welcome to NextFlick. This is a podcast where we discuss Netflix shows and movies. We'll tell you if they're good or bad and everything in between. We're your hosts,
Daisy,
Christina,
and Fabiola.
Now for today's podcast, to start us off, it's P.S. I Still Love You. Now, if you haven't watched the movie or read the books, here's a quick rundown. In the second movie, it's about Laura Jean's relationship with Peter. They're not fake dating anymore. And just when you think it's a smooth sail, another boy who received a love letter from Laura Jean enters the mix.
So, listeners, if you don't want spoilers, today's not your day. We'll give you 5 seconds, starting now. One. Okay. Girls, what did you think about the movie?
Woo. A lot of thoughts.
Bad or good?
Honestly, overall, I wanted to like the movie, but it was just too childish for me. I don't know if it was childish or just like naive, or maybe because a male directed it, because I found out also that a man had directed the second one.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, maybe this is from the perspective of a man instead of like the first one where I really loved it, but it was from a perspective of a woman.
Yeah.
I think most of us just really liked the first movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I personally, just for the drama I had. The second one just wasn't my cup of tea.
I think for me, it was that like there was no major point to it. Like it was just going back and forth. They kept fighting. I feel like that was mostly it. And the most important like problem was John Ambrose when he came back. That was the biggest like.
Oh yeah, I know when I saw him, and I squealed because like I was waiting for that moment.
Yeah.
But you know, like you said, does not compare to the first one. And I think it's because like since we saw the first one and we liked it, like we had expectations. We were like, we set the bar for what we expected and what we thought it was going to be. You know, I know myself, I was like, okay, like it's going to be good. It's going to be top notch like the last one. Like it's going to be what I want it to be.
Exactly.
Not to say like I want to direct.
Just expected more, way more.
Especially as someone who read the book.
Also, the big elephant in the room. They recasted the John Ambrose.
Okay.
Yes, I saw that. I saw the first one.
I was so confused. I was like, wait a second. I was seeing the previews to the movie and I'm like, there's something different.
You're like, who are you?
Who is that? But yeah, I was so surprised. I was like, in the first movie, it's a white male. It's a white kid. And then the second movie, he's a black kid. And I'm like, wait a second. Why did they recast him? Like, wasn't that the first actor that was going to do it? Wasn't he a huge fan of the movies?
I think so. I mean, I know there was a discussion about that. It was because they just wanted to throw in that like teaser, that sneak peek. And so first person they casted, they're like, okay, we like you. But then like we said, like the director changed. Yeah. And so obviously like directors also like having their cast the way they also want it. You know, like I think he fits it better. No like shade to the person who played John Ambrose. He did well like portraying his character. But it was a big like what the
To be honest, I really just watched the movie just because Jordan Fisher was in it. I'm
I love him.
Fan since like Disney Channel.
Yeah, that's true.
He's cute.
That's basically the only reason I watched it for.
Now let's get to the real team. So what team are you? Team Peter or Team John?
Team John.
I would have gone just like Team Laura.
Honestly, Team Laura, go screw yourself. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm
live her own life.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I don't think she was ready for a boyfriend at all.
No.
And I'm just for putting it out there, I'm Team John too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this whole movie, it was more about her struggles with herself.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sure. And most importantly, like
what every high school girl goes through.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
The crushes, like I like this guy, but I like this guy.
Yeah. And also being like, but he dated her and like she's so much better than me. Or like, what if like when we're doing something,
insecurity.
He's like, already done this before with
exactly.
You know. And this was their first relationship.
That's also true. I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, it's her first boyfriend. Gotta be a little kind to her because she doesn't know what she's doing. But then again, it was like, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't help but hate him for that. Like, he was just playing with her.
Oh, yeah. And
he seemed very, like, cocky sometimes.
Yes, I was going to say, in the book, he's portrayed very arrogant.
Really?
And yeah, in the book. He's a little bit more on the douche. Even in the part where when she gives him back the necklace, it isn't her in the book who asks him, do you want the necklace back? He goes there and he's like, give it back to me.
Wow.
So, like, yeah, like in the book, you see more of that side. And it's like, if they would have shown that in the movie, you would have been like, girl, like, no, like John is over
John
here.
All the way.
Yeah, he's over here ready, like in one knee.
Even in the movie, I think when that scene happened, I was expecting him to be like, "No, you keep it." Like it was memories. But then again, he was like, "Yeah, I'll take it off of you."
And he just walked away.
Yeah.
I was like, "Boy, come back.
Yeah.
Talk."
Okay, when they showed him walking away, I liked how they kind of like panned it out, so it shows like he was walking like real fast, but it was just in her mind the way she was seeing it, like seeing that it was really over in that moment, because that's like the point where it's like, you know, it's done.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's another thing. I mean, I never read the books, but I know a lot of people I was seeing on social media that a lot of people were mad because it wasn't the same. They were saying if you had read the books, you all would have hated Peter Kavinsky. Is that
Peter Kavinsky.
But I mean, I don't know. Also, Peter was waiting for Jen on the hot tub.
Oh, yes.
That was the biggest, I think.
Yes, I remember reading that in the book, and now, my heart broke.
And she was pretty upset. I mean, when they were it was at the bus, right? When he was leaving, she had dressed up for him, and she was like, "Wait, so you're saying you knew about the video and you knew about who were you waiting for?" And he just stayed quiet. And he was like, "I don't have time for this."
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest what. And after that,
the biggest drama there.
Yeah. And that's what I didn't like about the movie, because that was it. Like, that was the biggest, like, oh my God. Like, what?
Yeah, especially for those who didn't read the books like you. Like, you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm mostly glad she was the one to figure it out. I would have been even more shitty.
That's true.
If someone else would have told her.
Yeah.
Especially if it would have come from Jen.
Oh, going back. Also, wasn't this whole conversation started because her friend, Laura Jean's friend, came with a picture, and he was with Jen.
Oh, yes.
Also that.
Oh,
that I would have been mad. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he was like, "It's nothing, don't worry about it." And I was like, what do you mean?
Especially when he knows how much like the relationship means to her, because it's their first one. Like he's well aware of what like
how insecure she is.
Yeah, and how much her first mean to her.
Yeah.
And his world was just like, no, I get you, but like whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still doing me because I'm still me and you're you.
Yeah, on top of that, she had all her insecurities before that. She was like, okay, Jen is better at me at this. He already had his first. He already had all these dates with her. What about me?
Yeah, I think that's what set me off. That's the point where I turned. I was like, oh, yep, boy, bye. I was like, no, I'm not done for this.
You're like, I'm done with you.
Yeah, because you think about it, and like, if I had found that out that someone did that to me, I would have been pissed. I would have been mad. Like, how could you do that to me and then still come forward and like be like nothing happened? And then still talk so good about Jen.
Just in your face.
Yeah. And like devaluating.
Cut.
What the fuck is the word? Validating. Okay.
Isn't it unvalidating?
No. Because he's saying
15 minutes here, guys.
No, he devalued.
Devalues or
no, not devalued. Devalued. He devalidated.
I don't think that's a word.
Another word.
That ain't it. Okay, basically, like, okay, he made her seem out to be like she was crazy for feeling the way that she did. And in the end, look what happened. She had a right to feel the way that she did.
Yeah. I think what made me mad about the movie was that the whole movie, he acted like nothing was wrong. Like nothing he ever did was wrong. Like it was all her fault, her insecurities getting the best of her.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a working relationship at that moment. Like,
no.
They had their on and offs and their yes and no's.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on there.
And John's there being like the sweetest ever. Like, you know, trying to like court her. Her. He's like, you know, like, I really loved your baking when we were kids. Like, and you know what? Why don't you make them again? Like, let's get together.
The ultimate dream boy.
Yeah, like he was like trying to have like, you know, a one-on-one with her, like kind of hang out, whatnot. And she's like, you know what? Yeah, let's dig up the time capsule and let's have everybody. And he's like, oh, you mean want everybody there? Okay.
And then he went and invited Jen. And she was, and oh my God, what made me mad about that scene was that he came in and he's like, why didn't you tell me to buy the pizza? It's like, who cares? It's pizza.
Fucking pizza.
Like, I'll clean up with my girlfriend. I'm like, dude, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, when he did that, like, my girlfriend, I was like, don't. I don't need this, like, masculinity showing up. Like,
exactly.
It's not about you.
Yeah, you could tell that was the point where it was like, okay, a man directed this. Yeah. Because it was very, like,
a man directed this.
It's she's my girlfriend. You don't think I can clean up for her?
Yeah, like, she's my kind. Like, no. Like,
no, honey.
Not to mention, like, how can you just be so like, you know,
Peter.
I get that he was like, Laura, Jean, why haven't you told him like we're dating? Like he's asked you and you've gone around it. But I mean, like, sure, but also he knows she's dealing with her insecurities. So she's already questioning the relationship because he keeps deflecting all her feelings. So it's like reassure me we're good.
Yeah.
That, you know, we're working on us. Instead of just being like, I just want the whole world to know that we're dating. Let's kiss. Let's make out. Exactly. Let's do everything we're gonna do. And you know, let me tell you, you're crazy if you're feeling.
Yeah. Insecure. Also, I don't know if you guys felt this, but I felt like their whole relationship, it just didn't work. Like even when they were in class or they were joking around or whatever they were doing, it was kind of off the whole time. I was like, okay, where's this going? Because I honestly, truth be told, I thought they were gonna break up by the end of the movie. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they just had their own personal feelings to worry about. I think they should have just worried about that instead. Yeah. Not about relationship working together. Like, work on yourself first. Yeah. And then work on a relationship.
And I thought that too, but I also stopped to think like, they're in high school.
That's true.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, let me calm down.
Too much about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why you can't be too harsh on the characters because you're like, all right, you're still naive. You still have a lot to learn. And I think that's if you're also very like judgy because we're older now and we're just like, you know, if I was in your shoes, I would like I would know better. Like if I wasn't, I would tell me like, no, like you deserve more. You deserve better. Like whether you end up dating John or not in this movie, like just know that you have other options as well. It isn't just about Peter.
And then the whole poem situation.
Oh God.
Stormy when she's like, oh honey, like I'll give him he was wise and clever to choose that poem for you, but the boy didn't write it.
Yeah. But also for her to think that he would write such a poem. I was like, girl.
She was like, he has such complex emotions.
Like you don't even care about your feelings.
I know.
For me, it felt like it only lasted like a minute. Like everything just came too quickly at the same time to me. Yeah. Like it went too fast. And everything was just the same. Like every scene was basically just the same thing happening.
Yeah. I think for me, the last 30 minutes was where like it actually like, there was drama.
Like,
one thing that like bothered me the most in the movie was Jen. Why was she forgiven so easily? Wasn't she the one that recorded the hot tub?
Yes. Even her little sister knew that. Right? Yeah. I believe like she knew that. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah. I was like, okay, girl, you're not going to apologize? You're not going to say anything about it? I don't know. That bothered me so much because it was like Jen did all these things to her. And she still was like, well, you've always been my best friend. I would have been like, oh.
Like, I'm sorry, that doesn't fix all that you've done.
But John Ambrose, though, he was so cute. And then he kept trying. He kept trying for her.
It was so sad at the end when they actually kissed.
Yeah.
And she was like happy, but then she just went sad, like, no, I had to choose Peter. Like, it felt so bad for John.
Also, I'm glad for her dad. I'm so happy for them.
But what was the neighbor's name? Rossfield? I don't know.
Something like that.
But like the love interest of the dad. I think she was like pretty cool the way she was enlarged and was like, just so you know, like that Valentine's Day card was not from a dad. She was like, oh, you mean the one with glitter? And like, no, like it wasn't from him. Like,
yeah, I like that scene too.
Overall,
I don't know.
Should people watch it?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Did you guys cry about it?
I did not cry.
I did not cry either.
No,
I know people were saying that they cried, and I was like, nope.
I saw that too.
Like I didn't have much to laugh about.
I think more cringy than anything.
I would just change some of the things around that were done because it was too jumpy.
Yeah.
When Peter was like, break my heart a million times.
My God.
Oh, yeah.
Jean.
I hated that scene so much.
Hated it? I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I love how he was like, you don't like driving in the snow.
That thing you remember? Nothing
like, that's the only thing. But also, what happened to John Ambrose? Like, he was just like sad now.
When I was watching it, me and my friends were like, you guys realize she just like 1 minute later went to go kiss Peter. Like she just finished kissing John.
I honestly thought John deserved better. Way better. He was so sweet. But the one thing that did bother me, there's a lot of things that bothered me. But they were sitting at the piano and he goes, you know, the only reason they call me John Ambrose is because you call me John Ambrose. And then she goes, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I'm like, what?
She could have just said like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Instead of just like...
yeah, it was very dramatic at some point.
Yeah, like not everything's a full-on gasp moment. It's just like acknowledge like, wow, like I didn't realize.
Yeah. I think overall I give it a...
rating out of 5.
Out of 5, I give it maybe 1.5. Because I honestly was like, I can't even keep watching this movie. It's like, there's no point to it. There was no point to me.
Okay.
What about you?
You go, Christina.
Okay. Probably like a 2 or 3. I just I wanted to know what happened in the second film, following from the first one. I just didn't like it too much. I didn't really like it. I needed more drama, more comedy, more something, more
anything, more substance,
romance, something.
I think I would give it a 2 because I can't help but compare it to the book.
Yeah,
and that's one thing as well. If a movie, even if you're seeing it as its own, whether it's a book or not, whether it's a sequel or not, it should be able to stand on its own. And for me, it didn't do that. Just the way it was done, no.
Yeah. You think it could have been better if the same director?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if people love the way the first one was done, then obviously something was done right by the director.
I'm just hoping the third one comes out way better than that second one.
Oh my gosh. I want to tell you a quote from the book that John says because you would just love it, but I won't.
Wait, does John come back in the third film? We'll just have to wait and find out.
That was our opinions on this movie.
Yeah. Let us know if you'll be watching this.
Yes. And if you want to hear more from us later on in the future, make sure to subscribe and give this a like.
And one more thing. Next time, if y'all want to hear us talk about a certain movie, let us know in the comments which movie you would like us to review or talk about. Please let us know because, there's countless movies on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Also, what were your opinions?
Yeah.
Tell us what you thought. What didn't you like? Just anything.
Yep. And are you Team Peter or Team John?
Or Team Laura Jean?
Or Team Kitty. Matchmaker.
Josh, where are you at?
And with that, we're going to sign off. This has been NextFlick with Fabiola,
Christina,
and Daisy.
So join us back next time when we'll review our next movie. Thank you very much.
Bye.